On this edition, John Degenkolb and the Spring Classics.
The classic season last year was not as we were hoping for. I was sick and injured, so I'm more than motivated and eager to change this for this upcoming classic period.
We head to a world-famous pro training climb in Spain.
Coll de Rates is one of the famous climbs here in this area. From Calpe, I think all the riders did it at least 100 times.
But before all of that, we're looking back at last year's Milan-San Remo with the Shark of Messina. The 2018 Milano-San Remo is a race that will live long in the memory of Vincenzo Nibali, the Italian home favourite riding to a spectacular solo victory after attacking on the slopes of the Poggio. Having gone under the radar during the early part of the season, it was a win that few were expecting, including the Bahrain Merida rider himself.
Non avevo, diciamo, nella testa il mirino di fare risultato assoluto alla Milano-San Remo perché avevo un compito molto importante, quello di guidare anche Sonny Colbrelli per lo sprint finale in cui ce ne fosse stato bisogno da stopper sulla salita come Poggio e Cipressa. Però effettivamente sentivo che stavo molto meglio, incominciavo a pedalare molto bene. La Milano-San Remo l'anno scorso è venuta veramente molto dura perché nella prima parte della corsa ha piovuto, era tanto freddo.
If you look back over recent editions of Milan-San Remo, this does end, this is a race for a sprinter, but it doesn't have to be.
Sulla Cipressa abbiamo cercato di fare un gruppo molto unito e di andare a prendere anche l'alta salita tutti quanti insieme, perché il gruppo comunque è molto più forte, specialmente in quel tratto di pianura dove c'era anche tanto vento in faccia. Il Poggio, essendo una salita molto vicina all'arrivo, bisogna stare molto attenti e quindi la funzione da stopper in questo caso avrebbe avuto molto più senso. E io ero un po' il jolly anche della squadra.
Look at that, barging for position between Coll de Rates and Vincenzo Nibali, and it's Nibali who gets what he wants, and they move ever closer to the front now. It's Sonny Colbrelli being pushed into position now, the fast finishing Italian from Bahrain Merida.
Abbiamo preso proprio il Poggio forse in seconda o terza posizione con Moric e il mio obiettivo era quello di muovermi nel caso ce ne fosse stato, se si fosse mosso Kwiatkowski, Peter Sagan o altri.
Watch Nibali, he gets past Jumpy Drucker, latches onto Nylands, and Nibali is on the offensive now, and the volume here alongside us goes up a little bit.
Nel momento che c'è stato questo attacco io mi sono subito mosso. E l'azione mia era molto buona, sentivo che spingevo molto bene e non mi sono preoccupato se magari la mia azione si fosse spenta a pochi chilometri dall'arrivo, perché sapevo che comunque Sonny Colbrelli con i miei compagni era in una posizione di rincalzo, era coperto, quindi stavo facendo una bellissima azione e dentro la mia testa paradossalmente ero tranquillo. L'attacco del Poggio, la parte iniziale è stato un ritmo altissimo e anche il forte rilancio dopo ogni tornante fa questo rendere un pochino più di fatica anche sulle gambe. Dopo 300 km, una giornata molto pesante, quella che avevamo affrontato, giustamente il peso è sentito. Inizialmente ero un po' scettico sul dare qualche cambio perché non sapevo neanche io cosa fare. Nella seconda fase del Poggio, quasi agli ultimi 2 km, quando la pendenza risale di nuovo, si era creato un bel vantaggio di circa 10-12 secondi e quindi in quel momento ho continuato a guadagnare.
Kwiatkowski now looks at Sagan, asks the question, are we letting this one go?
Mi sono detto ora o mai più e quindi ho provato a fare l'assolo e è venuto veramente una cosa spettacolare.
Here he is, Vincenzo Nibali on the attack, on the Poggio, and he is a nightmare for the rest of the race. Vincenzo Nibali over the top of the Poggio. What sort of an advantage will the Italian take on the rest of the race? Is it big enough to hold on to it on the descent and then onto the flat 2 kilometres to the finish line?
Big left-hander coming up, and then we go into a 180-degree right-hand hairpin just down here. Of all the riders who can descend on their own, this is the man who can do it.
Ho cercato di essere molto lucido e di non spingere veramente a tutto in discesa, perché sapevo che la parte più importante era poi il tratto in pianura. Il tratto dalla fine del Poggio andare all'arrivo è veramente breve, ma la strada sale leggermente un poco sul viale di Via Roma e quindi sembra che non arrivi quasi mai all'arrivo. L'azione che ho fatto lì, anche di tenere duro dopo, è stato molto più importante della discesa.
Vincenzo Nibali takes his first ever victory in Milan-San Remo.
Sicuramente sarò presente lì alla Milano-San Remo e vedremo come interpretarla, e sarà per me importante anche cercare di capire come sarà la mia condizione subito dopo la Tirreno.
Looking down from the helicopter now, looks like one of the Dutch riders going clear. This is Anna van der Breggen. She's decided that she's going to try and race across now to the leaders.
Of course you make a tactical plan before the race, but yeah, this was quite early.
For one of the most decorated riders in the peloton, a World Championship title had been the only thing missing from Anna van der Breggen's glittering palmarès. That was until last September, however.
I don't know how far it still was, but I counted this climb, and then after the downhill I have to do one more climb. So that's in your head what you think about, like, yeah, not really in how many Ks I have to do. I was feeling good the whole day, but still, that doesn't mean you're gonna win the race, and everybody is good at the World Championships. Things can happen, also if you are on front. I didn't know quite well what my advantage was all the time, so people were screaming it sometimes, but you never know if it's true or not. Actually, the only thing I did was just riding as fast as possible and try to keep the right pace. I just kept focusing until I was at that point, like, I won and I crossed the finish line.
Anna van der Breggen, a 39-kilometre solo breakaway. All hail Anna van der Breggen. The Olympic champion adds the rainbow bands to her palmarès.
It's strange to stand on the podium after, of course it's a long period until Worlds, and then you are finally on that podium, still not quite able to believe it, and to realize I can wear this jersey the whole year, next year. It's still, like when you put it on, then it still feels kind of strange, because it's a target for such a long time, and you try it year after year, so it's cool to put it on in training and to ride with it.
Van der Breggen's World Championship win wasn't her only landmark victory in 2018 either. As well as claiming Strade Bianche, Flèche Wallonne and Liège-Bastogne-Liège, the Bulls Dolman star fulfilled a long-held ambition when she secured her first Tour of Flanders title. That victory coming after another trademark solo attack.
And the crowds are huge at the finish line here in Oudenaarde, and they're all cheering for Anna van der Breggen. Big smile on her face. She did it.
Flanders is always a special, crazy Belgium race. I think we always are a bit more excited if you go to Flanders. If you park the bus over there and see so many people standing, waiting in line for getting autographs. And it's nice to race in Belgium with a crowd like that. It's different than in other countries where there are not so many people getting crazy about it. It's already in the newspapers for months before that the race is coming again. So of course, yeah, if you can finish as first in a race like that, it's special. You totally feel that also after the race, how big it is. If you see so many people on the place, also on the podium and after, then you can really feel that the atmosphere there is special. Yeah, I don't know. In a really special year. I got married also last year. So I think 2018 we will remember it for a long time. It's like why you train for every day and why you get on the bike. And you make goals and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. If you have a season like this, then I only can be happy about it. And also now think back of that year and then still, yeah, get some motivation out of it. Yeah, a strange, special year. That's why I really, if it all goes like this, of course you like cycling.
Ever since being seriously injured during a training accident in early 2016, John Degenkolb has been fighting to find the form that saw him win both Milan-San Remo and Paris-Roubaix less than a year before. However, the Trek Segafredo fast man enjoyed a huge win last season in the shape of a Tour de France staged victory over the cobbles to Roubaix.
Last season was, in general, I think very successful with the stage win in the Tour, which was fantastic, I think, for everyone. If there's, for such a long time, no victory coming, then the pressure rises up, of course, and that's a hard situation to handle. In the end, it turned out to be really nice. I mean, that winning feeling after doing that great stage was fantastic. It was unbelievable. All these hard moments, let's say, they were inside me, and they came out at one point and at one moment, and that made it so emotional. I think I've never experienced, yeah, a victory with so many emotions after. Of course, when I won the big classics before, then it was also something very, very special. But this was something unique, I would say.
Now in his third season with Trek, Degenkolb's Tour win showed he's still more than capable of delivering on the big occasions. And the 30-year-old German would love nothing more than to add another monument victory to his brilliant collection later this spring.
The classic season last year was not as we were hoping for. I was sick and injured, and so that was yeah, not helping a lot, and I was always behind, let's say. So I'm more than motivated and eager to change this for this upcoming classic period, which is very important for me, but also, of course, for the team. And we have a super strong team, I think, this year. Young guys developed and brought themselves to a higher level than before, so we can fight together as a really strong team on the highest level, I think.
And they're going for the line. Matthews is not going to make it there, I'm afraid. Oh, what a superb run that was. John Degenkolb, he nails it. We haven't seen anything of him all day. And the man with the smallest moustache has the biggest smile on the planet. Degenkolb brings it in.
That's definitely the first big goal of this year. I love San Remo. It's an amazing race. It was my first very big race to win, so I have great memories on that day, on that race, and this will be definitely my biggest, my first big goal for this season. I'm really looking forward to the Classicissima. I look step by step, and for me it's important to win a big classic again. I want to win San Remo, and let's see what's coming after. And I want to arrive in the best shape possible, starting in Milan, and then the finish of the classic season is basically in Roubaix. And every race I start, I want to be as good as possible.
100 metres to go, surely nobody's going to catch him from this point. Arga Shimano have got this absolutely nailed on. The line approaches, Degenkolb is your hero, crosses the line, brilliantly so.
You change a lot in so much time. Things are happening in life. You're getting married, you get kids. The whole situation changes a lot. But I think as a personality and as a person, you don't really change so much. I think I'm still as motivated as I was when I was young, and I'm still crazy about cycling, and I like to just go out on the bike and enjoy the time, because this is for me getting freedom, just to ride your bike and also to race is something very special for me. It gives me feelings what I actually don't get anywhere else. It's just a big passion of myself, and I think that passion never changed. But of course, in almost 10 years, things are changing in life, but that's something what never changed.
The winter months can be tough for everyone, not least for the professional cyclists who must lay the groundwork for their forthcoming seasons. In recent years, top teams have come to rely on Spain's Costa Blanca as a training base to bring their riders ever closer to race fitness. And standing central within this training hub is arguably the most popular training climb in the world, the Coll de Rates. A 25-kilometre ride from the town of Calpe, the climb begins just outside the village of Parcent, with its most technical and steep sections coming between the first and third kilometres, with a final long stretch across the front of the mountain for the final two. At just 340 metres of total elevation gain, it's by no means steep, averaging 5.2%. Just look at the Strava times. And you don't have to hang around at the top for too long before finding a familiar face.
Coll de Rates is one of the famous climbs here in this area. From Calpe, I think all the riders did it at least 100 times in the career. It's pretty regular, and it's not super steep, so you can have always good rhythm, and it's perfect to climb for this time of the year in the winter.
Today training, total 5 hours training, so including up and down. Around this area, have a lot of mountain and also flat, so very good for the training. 1 week ago, we test this climb. So from top of the mountain, down here 3 minutes. After that, climb 5 minutes, 3 minutes down here, 5 minutes. Yeah.
I'm Florian Stark from Sunweb development team, and yeah, I'm now coming my 4th year under 23, and I'm now in my 3rd year with Team Sunweb. It's quite gradually going up, so it's really good for doing some strength endurance intervals, or also like today we're doing there a 3-minute test and from the other side a 20-minute test. So it's really, the length is really important for this climb, I think. So I'm here now for the 6th time, and this climb is like really an essential in this area, so we're doing it more times every training camp.
While pro riders may be the most recognisable faces on the Coll de Rates, more and more up-and-coming stars are using the climb to aid their development. Josie Shepherd and Cameron Cragg are young guns looking to make their mark at junior level. For Shepherd, the Coll de Rates has long been part of her cycling DNA.
So I've been coming out here quite a lot from when I was a little baby, but I started cycling when I was 12. Just went out with my dad on a little, well, it's quite a heavy hybrid, and then, yeah, just every year it's been going up and down. It's not steep, it's just long. You can do all sorts of training on here. In the next few days we'll be doing some efforts, some sprinty efforts, and then, yeah, which won't be nice, but you can do a lot of things on this hill.
So I'm used to like just going on like sort of shorter roads, shorter sharp climbs, you know, going really hard. So it's a little bit different, like going on climbs like this that are just more of a constant effort. So it'd be good to try and get used to that and do some good efforts.
It may not be the longest, steepest or toughest, but there aren't many climbs in the world as popular with the pros as the Coll de Rates. That's it for this edition, but please join us next time. Until then, keep up to date with us on social media.